After walking upstream for a while, Leon and I find a rocky place where we can leave the water and not leave footprints. Can we take a break? My legs are aching.
Yep.
Sure. You rest. I'll keep an eye out to see if we're still being followed.
I throw myself down in the shade of a boulder, letting out a huge breath. I feel like I could drink a gallon of water. Little did we know marching band was prepping us for this. Leon doesn't react to my poor attempt at a joke. All of his senses are focused on surveying our surroundings.
Ugh. I see someone.
Is it the warden?
No, there's 3 of them. It's Garth, Peter, and, the trombone guy. Still learning names.
Poor Tom. I leap up to my feet, thrilled enough to forget all about my fatigue and go running to meet them. They're far in the distance and don't spot us right away, totally focused on following the stream. But all 3 heads turn in my direction when I call out to them. Hey! Over here! The 3 boys wear matching grins as they run up to meet us. They really do. I wind up getting a hug from each one of them. Aw, my heart. I leap jubilantly from guy to guy, squeezing them tight. Peter gives Leon a solid thwack on the back so he doesn't feel left out. Nice. We're all so excited to see each other, everyone is talking at once.
You should have seen Garth hold off that bear. It was insane.
I'll have to add it to my list of accomplishments. Garth, you're amazing! I'm so glad everyone is safe.
Where are the others? The other search party went towards the lake. We should head back downstream and pick them up. I have a feeling it would be in our best interest to band together.
I'm unable to keep from groaning.
Don't forget about Poptart. He's still up a tree, back where we left him. Yeah, we'll grab him too. Should I use my summoning spell?
Don't you dare play a bad end note. He raises his trombone to his lips. No way. We don't want to risk running into the warden again. Let's retrace our steps and be quiet about it. We have no idea where he's lurking. I peer into the wilderness, but somehow, everything feels a little less foreboding when I'm surrounded by my friends. Come on. We stick by the stream. The boys keep a sharp lookout, but there's no sign of the warden or Mr. Wiley. Luckily, it's not long until we run into the other half of our party. You guys made it! What? Clark pushes right past me and heads straight for Leon.
Here, we took this from the warden.
Ah, you're giving the gun to Leon. Interesting. My jaw drops. You got his gun?
You know how to use it.
Yep.
You do? Then why have I been carrying... Never mind. What happened? We all look from Clark to Doug to Sam, amazed and dying to know what happened. But their mood is totally the opposite of what I would expect. They all look somber and on edge.
Doug charged him. We'll tell you about it in more detail later. We have a problem.
What's wrong?
Poptart is no longer responding.
Clark holds up his walkie-talkie, where only static can be heard on the other end. Oh, Poptart, why you? Fear threatens to take hold of me. I take a deep breath and push it away. Are you sure?
Positive. Which tree is he hiding in?
Ain't a problem.
I can take you there.
We all nod and begin following Leon back towards the big tree. The cheerful atmosphere we felt moments ago upon reuniting now has a dark cloud cast over it. Everyone is worried for Poptart. Clark continues to try and get in touch with him.
Poptart, do you read me? We've found Cadence and the others. We're returning to your previous location. Do you copy? Over.
To no avail. I try to draw comfort from the fact that Leon is now carrying the warden's weapon. There's nothing in these woods that can harm Poptart now, except for that bear. And the ghost. Right? We arrive at the big tree, and I realize I'm holding my breath.
Poptart?
You there?
Little buddy!
It's safe to come out. We're all here.
Poptart! I search the leafy branches for any sign of his freckled face and bright eyes. But there is no one. Oh no!
It's okay, Cadence. Maybe he had to go to the bathroom. I doubt it. It's been too long since his last response.
Clark looks worriedly at the walkie-talkie in his hand. Poptart, I can't lose you. Not when we've come so far. It takes me a few seconds to realize that everyone is looking at me with wondering eyes, questioning our next move. Oh, gosh. Where could he be? Trying to decide. So I'm like, if we go looking, there's a good chance we all split up, right? Which could be bad. If we're waiting, we're all going to be together. I don't like the idea of splitting up. But also, I'm like, what if Poptart's just out there and is being distracted by Mom Ghost? And so he's not going to make his way back, so we have to go look for him? This one's really tough. This one's really, really tough. I think I'm gonna have to leave my fate in the hands of the coin, because I honestly don't know. I could see it going bad either way. Okay, heads. I'm gonna wait for Poptart. Tails. I'm gonna go looking for Poptart. Hiya! Heads. Alright. The coin hath spoken. The coin is just. Let's wait for this boy. I don't want all of us separating again. Let's stay here and wait for him to come back. Yeah, I figured we'd be separating. When you get separated from your people in a grocery store, it's best to stay put rather than go looking for them. So that's the logic I'm using here.
I know! How about I do my summoning spell now and play something on my trombone? Now that the Warden no longer has his gun, I'm not too worried about that guy.
Yes, Tom, that's brilliant! Do that!
Okay, what should I play? Who cares? Just play something. Play Jupiter. You might as well get some practice in while you're here.
Damn. Tom doesn't bother with Clark's idea. He takes a deep breath and plays the loudest note he can. Why that one?
Jesus, Tom!
We all cover our ears. It's so loud the mountains echo the note back to us. That sound makes me feel stressed out. I don't know why. Tom, are you trying to signal that I picked the wrong ending?
Again?
Yes, keep going. Ignore Peter. Oh, God. Tom does as I ask. I hate this so much. He plays his summoning song again and again. He's so loud, none of us hear the rustling of footsteps coming up behind us. Oh, Poptart! What happened to you? I cry out in glee when I see Poptart stumble out from the shadows of the trees. He takes one look at me and throws himself into my arms. Poptart, what happened, baby? Tom continues to play his trombone. Peter has to literally shake him out of it. Look how happy Clark is. One by one, everyone is overcome with relief when they see we found our lost party member. I hug him tight and realize he's shaking. Poptart, are you okay?
No. What happened? You didn't hear us? We were all calling your name, Poptart. My name's not Poptart.
Oh, really? You're gonna hit us with that at the end?
It's Melvin.
Poptart wipes his tears and lets go of me. He seems a little bit angry for some reason. Everyone stares at him, shocked. I have to repeat his name out loud, trying it out for the first time. Melvin.
Didn't you hear me trying to contact you on the walkie-talkie?
Poptart, no. Melvin shakes his head vigorously.
I waited for hours. I never heard from you.
The ghost was interfering with the static. Oh, the ghost was trying to get you. No! That's what it was. Oh, Poptart. I mean, Melvin. Ugh. What? Hours?
You're exaggerating. It's only been 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe it felt longer to you because you were alone and frightened. It was like the whole world slowed down. I waited and waited, but all that came through my walkie-talkie was static. I tried to talk to you so many times, Clark, but you never said anything back.
Melvin pulls out his walkie-talkie and looks at it sadly.
Then everything went quiet. The birds stopped singing, and there wasn't any wind in the trees.
Yeah, this is a lot like some of his bad endings. Ugh.
The static got louder and louder, and then a woman's voice came out of it.
A chill crawls up my spine. Melvin begins tearing up. He looks straight at me.
She said no one was coming back.
Well, Rebecca, that's rude as heck.
For a second, I thought it was you, Cadence. I thought something terrible had happened. But then I realized it wasn't you. The voice sounded older. Like someone else. I hadn't heard from Clark, so I felt certain that whoever said that was right. None of you were coming back. And then she said I should just go. Because no one cared about me. I might as well just disappear.
He laughs bitterly, but his voice shakes with sorrow.
So I climbed down and tried to leave, but I didn't recognize anything anymore. I just kept wandering until I became lost. And then I heard your trombone.
He turns to Tom.
Thank you.
You guided me back. No problem, Mel. Glad my loudness finally served some use.
Oh, he's already shortened it to Mel. Amazing. Melvin wipes his eyes, still obviously shaken. I put a hand on his shoulder. Hey, that awful woman was dead wrong.
Huh?
How she said no one was coming back and nobody cares about you. Look at us. We're all here now. Come here. Oh, great. Wonderful. Clark's just like, please do not touch. I got my hands around best boys, Melvin and Garth. Amazing. We love that. I wrap Melvin up in a big hug. Everyone else instantly joins in.
What? Cadence is absolutely right. You're one of my best friends in the band, Mel.
Aww, I love that. He pats Melvin's shoulder, full of reassurance.
Indeed.
We wouldn't be standing before you if we didn't care. We're your family, Melvin. Your band family.
Aw, that's a lot. That means a lot for Melvin, my goodness.
Family?
You were looking for me?
Little buddy!
Yup. We would have searched to the ends of the earth for you. There's no way we'd leave you out here alone. What are you doing? Don't touch me. You know you love it, Clark.
Hey.
Don't think we don't see you trying to sneak away, Peter. Get over here. Yeah, man. This is a group hug. We need the whole group. Come on. Leave me out of this.
Tom's right. We do need the whole group. And we won't have that until we get Mr. Wiley back. Come on, everyone. This isn't over yet. We've got a job to do. And now that we've got Melvin, we can do it. Let's get to work. Let's go get our band director. Where is that guy? Cheering, we all release one another, feeling a renewed vigor at saving Mr. Wiley.
Now what? I think we should head to where we saw the Warden going earlier, before the bear attack made him turn around. This way. Lead the way, Melvin.
As we lightly jog back the way we came, Seriously, I could probably draw a whole map of the mountain by now. I hear a couple of the boys having a quiet conversation behind me.
I bet something supernatural was at play. Oh, please. I bet it was all in his head. Or maybe the walkie-talkie picked up a radio song. A radio song told Poptart he was worthless. It's possible.
I don't think so.
No way. I'm with Tom on this one. You believe in the supernatural, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. The woods are a strange place.
Samuel points to the sky above us, where dark clouds are gathering. What happened to our beautiful day? I guess freak storms aren't uncommon this time of year, but the sight of those dark clouds fills me with dread. It's been a while since we've had the rain, actually. Hi, Leon.
Blood.
We all snap out of the conversation. What?
We found blood. This has got to lead to Mr. Wiley. Come on!
Sure enough. The trail of blood belongs to Mr. Wiley, and it leads us straight to him. Oh my god, Wiley? But it led someone else here first. Ah. Here we stop, face to face with the Warden, who is positioned behind Mr. Wiley as though he's some kind of shield, his arm clamped around his neck. He squints through the rain at us, which is starting to fall harder and faster. Mr. Wiley looks pale as a ghost and seems to be struggling to stay upright. He looks as though he might pass out at any second. That's when I spot the wound on his leg. It looks like it was just patched up moments ago, but there's still plenty of dried blood all down his calf. However, we all know the Warden is no longer armed. But we are. We fearlessly approach him, each of us wielding separate weapons. The Warden nervously inches backwards, but behind him is only water. There's nowhere to go.
Stop where you are!
The Warden whips out a tiny blade, a Swiss Army knife, and holds it to Mr. Wiley's throat. We do as the Warden says, freezing where we are. My grip tightens on the gun in my hand.
You listen to me.
Nobody's gonna die here today. Ain't no room in the ground here. This spot's been claimed.
Ah, is this where, Ghost was buried? He chuckles dryly.
So go home. This is your last chance.
I lift my chin. No, this is your last chance. I know you're not going to hurt Mr. Wiley. You need his kidney to survive. The Warden narrows his eyes at me.
That's right. And I need him to run the camp after I'm long gone, too. So there's no way I'll let this man die. The surgery will be safe. He'll be released once he's recovered.
No! There was no deal!
Let him go right now. The police are on their way here as we speak. They don't know where to look. They'll never get here in time.
In time? For what?
Look at your band director. He doesn't look so good, does he? I doubt he can stay conscious for much longer after losing so much blood. So get out of my way. Let me go back to my helicopter in peace, and I'll get him the medical attention he needs. What do you say to that? You got no ground to stand on.
Shut up!
You've got no ground to stand on. We're the ones holding the cards. You ain't gonna shoot me.
The Warden makes eye contact with every single one of us. Then he spits at his feet.
You haven't seen war like I have. You've never had to make tough decisions. You don't have the guts.
Oh, yeah, you want to go up against Melvin, sir?
Wanna bet?
I think I can see fear in the depths of the Warden's eyes. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to lose Mr. Wiley any more than we do. He's his last lifeline. He's trying to see who can hold out longer, who will cave first. I have no intention of doing so. But when I look at Mr. Wiley, my resolve wavers ever so slightly. His face is full of pain and regret as he meets my eyes.
Cadence, everyone, I'm sorry you all got wrapped up in this. Just leave me. I deserve it. Listen to the adults. Now go the hell home, you little shits.
Ooh. Only one choice and no... Wah. Not without our band director.
You would do all this for a marching band?
I nod once. Lightning flashes across the sky and thunder rumbles overhead. I almost don't hear it. A strange sound that is completely out of place within this dramatic scene. Someone's phone is ringing. The warden stares at us, and we stare right back. Slowly, he lowers the knife. He reaches into the pocket of his jumpsuit and instead pulls out a cell phone. For a long moment, he stares at the screen. Then he answers it.
Is it Rebecca? Hello? Yes.
See.
I'll be right over.
He hangs up, puts the phone away, and resumes staring at us.
Who was that?
Doug asked the question so cheerfully, I almost forget where we are.
That was the life-changing call.
No way, did you actually get a kidney legit?
Huh?
They found me a kidney.
Oh, good grief. Warden. Yeah, the rest are just like, wah.
What? Well, I'm gonna head out.
I'm a head out. The warden lets go of Mr. Wiley, giving him a rough pat on the shoulder that nearly knocks him down. You think you could just walk away after all this, sir? Mr. Wiley sways a little bit, regains his feet, then turns to glare at the warden.
You mean they found a donor for you? Yup. I'm gonna airlift myself on over to the hospital. Camp Bearpaw is yours. What? Even though you're accepting someone else's kidney?
I'm washing my hands of this damn camp. Excuse me.
What? The warden walks swiftly away, pushing past Garth and I. We just stare at each other, completely in shock and unable to form words.
Good lord.
Mr. Wiley staggers backwards, holding his head. Mr. Wiley! I rush to his side, prepared to offer him a shoulder to lean on, but the other guys beat me to it. Doug and Peter get on either side of Mr. Wiley and support him. He's so weak he can barely stand. Don't worry, Mr. Wiley. We're going home.
Home?
Yes. Come on, guys. We have to find the nearest road.
The warden had cell service. I'm going to call the police and alert them to our exact location. Clark, forever a genius. This way. The road is in this direction.
And the storm has passed. That is a weird storm. What if that phone call was the ghost, though? We head back through the woods. The freak storm passes over us. Although I can still hear it. Not long after that, so does a helicopter on its way to the hospital.
You hear that? Sirens.
I can't hear it over the thunder. Really? Oh, now I can hear it. I strain my ears.
I think they're back at the camp. So change of plan. We head back to Camp Bearpaw.
Hang in there, Mr. Wiley. Mr. Wiley is doing his best to stay conscious, but his feet drag a bit more with every step. Every time he closes his eyes, they stay closed for just a bit longer each time. We make it all the way to the entrance of Camp Bearpaw, where Mr. Wiley finally loses his grip on Peter and Doug and sinks to the ground, groaning in pain. Mr. Wiley! I rush to his side.
We'll get the police.
The boys sprint into the camp, headed straight for the parking lot where countless police cars are parked. I stay by Mr. Wiley's side, squeezing his hand. Stay with me, sir! Tears fill my eyes. I try so hard to stay positive, but Mr. Wiley's face looks paler than death. His breathing is so shallow. Please don't die, Mr. Wiley. Please don't die. We need you.
Just who do you think I am?
Mr. Wiley!
It's going to take a lot more than this to kill me. You can be damn sure about that. But if it did, if I die in this damn camp, this changes nothing.
What? With great difficulty, he forces himself into a sitting position, gritting his teeth against the pain. He turns to look at me fiercely.
You're still going to perform the show.
The band show? Mr. Wiley, this is hardly the time for that. The one and only time she's not been concerned about the band show. Like, you know what? This is not the time, finally.
You listen to me.
Aw, hey. He reaches out and places a hand on my head and ruffles my hair gently. His eyes turn softer than I've ever seen before and glint with kindness.
This isn't about me. This has never been about me. This has always been about you. I didn't take this position for me. I did it for the students. For the band. This band. And this band belongs to all of you. And you're gonna win it back. I know you are. Because you're family. And they will never take that away from you. Over my dead body.
He chuckles softly. Mr. Wiley?
I'm proud of you, kid.
He utters a long sigh. Not the death sigh, I hope. Then slowly, he lays back down on the ground and closes his eyes. Mr. Wiley!
What's going on? Is this him?
Yes. That's our band director that was taken hostage. He's wounded and needs medical attention right away.
I can barely see through my tears. I can hear the sirens of the police cars and the ambulance. I know they lift Mr. Wiley onto a stretcher, but it's all blurry. Thankfully, my friends surround me. I'm vaguely aware of Garth hugging me tightly, whispering something in my ear. Oh, Garth.
It's over, Cadence. It's over.
No, it's not over. Not until we get our band director back.